Alright guys, we are back for another Dokkan battle video. So, we're gonna do a TUR tier list here. I do want to get this one out to update the greatness of Metal Cooler now that he's in game. A great elite character for sure. Now, lately over the last day, I haven't uploaded as much as I've wanted to. There's a certain I had an idea for a video I wanted to do, and I've been having a lot of trouble. I went to render it, and it crashed right towards the end. So we're gonna have to that video will come out eventually, but it's just always okay. Anyway, yeah. So we'll do the tier list here, update it with Metal Cooler. I do expect probably tonight we will get EZA details, right? Probably tonight. All right. So yeah. Anyway, let's just jump in. Go through the top TURs. Not a ton of movement here. We just insert Father Cooler in here, and we are good to go. Starting at number 10, Mini Daima Goku. With some of these new elite characters, a character that comes to mind immediately, by the way, is King Cold. Right? I think about King Cold, just turn 1 damage is just like way beyond what Mini Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku gets. But I would still really like his complete package of, you know, the defense, the dodge, the damage reduction, the multiple turn support, the nullification, the great linking with Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku. I'm still good with Mini Goku, kind of like right here, but certainly this guy is on like his last legs, I think, of like really, really strong characters. Now, keep in mind, Dokkan has not really flopped with many releases. There's some characters who aren't really too crazy and stuff, but there's legitimately, these lists have never been harder to make simply because there's so many good characters, right? Like, there's so many different situations that could occur where, like, one character could be way better than the other character who I've got, like, below the other character, and it's just, like, there's so many different factors in. So just keep that in mind, right? Like, I shortened up. In the last TUR tier list I did, I had a lot of I had like 35 characters. I'm gonna shorten that up significantly because it's just too much. And remember, you can't. There's no way we're gonna take like 35 good characters. The 35th TUR is still, I think, really effective. Whereas, like, you know, 2 years ago, there was not 35 good TURs, right? So it's just, there's no possible way to agree when we have 35 good characters and their strengths and weaknesses are different across various fights, various situations, various teams, right? Like, it is real chaos, but it's good. It's a good problem. We have so many good characters, right? That's why it's like they get rid of the, you know, limited time content. We move into a major celebration, and there will be so many characters to play with, so many teams to use. I think it could be very fun if they would hit for GDC or maybe even TDC. Could be crazy. Next, I'm gonna go ahead and grab Meera. I do really like Meera. We did do the Android 16 Android team video. Android 16, I would actually say probably came in a little bit shy of my expectations. I think he was probably about 90% of what I thought he could be with the God Equips. I feel like that's kind of fair for Android 16, but I mean, the Android team needs a major killer added to it, and so does Crossover. So Meera, I think, like, if his teams were better, I could get this guy even higher. There would be turns, setups, runs, where this guy could definitely be on par with, like, Beerus, Int Beerus or something. But it's certainly, I mean, the Android team can be a little rough, because you don't have, like, these, like, top 5 level characters. On the Android team, right? But Meera is very good. Transformation is easy to get into. You know, he's got like stacking, he's got some damage reduction, he's got some good stuff, right? I do like Meera. I think he's just like generally a strong character. But it's, you know, thing that would hold him back a little bit, teams, for sure, teams. Okay, so next we get Shen. Every time people get like so like belly hurt about Shen and Whis. This is me, Shen is plummeted on this list, right? Shen would have been like the number 2 TUR before the Realm of God celebration started. He's just that good. It's just, I don't know, like, people are just like very like, I don't know. It's just like Shen is just like, he's OG Dragon Ball. He's a world tournament character. He doesn't hit that hard, and a lot of people, they more so value damage rather than, you know, I don't know, versatility, defensive prowess, right? Like, it's like people are just like they're infested with like a damage mindset, right? And like Shen, of course, is not hitting as hard as fucking. I mean, honestly, I want to use King Cold as an example. King Cold, I feel like, has impressed. Like, he kind of comes out hitting. He hits quite hard for a banner unit. That's a damn King Cold. Okay. But Shen, I mean, he has, in my opinion, the most valuable thing there is, which is ridiculously elite defense. The first attack is always 100% dodge, and then the rest is 90%. You'll get caught eventually, but at 90%, it's pretty rare. I mean, the 70%, and even the 80% these days, I just don't feel like 80% doesn't feel like 80%, but 90% has definitely felt like 90% to me. Shen is crazy. People will continue to bellyache, but it's just very simply put, they're wrong. Okay, next is God Goku. This time around, we're just gonna use like the OG easy A1. Keep in mind the alternate art God Goku, it's exactly the same character. No differences. Love this guy. The more I use him, the more I like him. Strong support. He could have strong defenses. He's got guard. He's got dodge. He's a stacker, which can be useful. His Super Saiyan form is very strong. That 90% dodge pre-attacking. Again, when we're talking, 70% these days is kind of like, whew. Yeah, hopefully you got your some guards, some damage reduction along with that. 70 is nice. It gives you a good chance, but I mean, I don't know about y'all, but the 70s these days, whew, they don't feel like 70 anymore. But the 90s are sick. I could definitely get down to trusting the 90% dodge pretty easily. So, like, pre-attacking, he's good. And I've been pretty impressed with this guy defensively after attacking. I mean, some of it was Festival of Battle runs, but, like, we had this guy tank AGL Super Gogeta, the hardest hit in Festival, 28 million super attack. And this guy just tanked it after attacking. Just easy peasy. Like, I'm good. I'm chilling. So, yeah, I mean, I do like this guy quite a bit. He could do a lot of damage, right? Don't forget, once you do the active skill, you're not going to destroy my world. It's going to be guaranteed crit. And then you go into Super Saiyan Goku, and he's doing guaranteed crits as well. So, God Goku is a character where the more I use him, the more I really like him. I really like him. Okay, next is Int UI. I don't think we need to spend too much time talking about Int UI. We know why he's so good. Right, a lot of times he's opening up with 90% dodge that first turn, or it could be 100% if we want to burn the physical UIs. It's pretty easy to transform him, and then he's got guaranteed dodge, he's got scouter, he's stacking. Low key, this is very good as well. I love Dokkan. For many powerful characters in 2026, they made the decision to have key sometimes be a bit of an issue. And Int UI Goku, any key support can be very helpful for characters. One reason Tech Pan is just so very good to help close up the weakness for the Int Super Saiyan 4s, who are obviously very strong. But yeah, Int UI Goku is just really crazy. And it's so much of the time that you're using this guy, he's at like 90% dodge or 100% dodge, right? I find it very uncommon for this guy to be killed. He's died a couple of times, but it's very, very uncommon. We don't see him get pancaked too often. Next is AGL God Goku. AGL God Goku's the reverse. The more I use him, the more I don't like him. Before he revives, he contributes nothing to the team. You know what they really needed? This guy needed to also have a powerful multi-turn Realm of God support. He did. I'm sorry, he definitely did. The revive is incredible, but when I have used this guy, so after your first turn, right? So you use your first turn, you've got like all the stats buffs for the first turn. That's gone. He doesn't do anything until he revives after the first turn. But my God Goku doesn't die easily. So he just, like, after the first turn, when I use him, he just contributes nothing to the run. Now, it's like, I could, like, adjust his build and we go, like, the full crit build or something. But then, I mean, he certainly could be caught after the revive would take place. Like, he definitely can be caught. So the defense build is more for that. The way this guy is structured, I just am not in love with this guy. I'm not. Because he just doesn't do anything until he revives, unfortunately. He has no power whatsoever until he revives. And it's just frustrating. Like, anytime a character has to die, it just fucking sucks ass if they have to die. It's like, I guess it works. That's not true for Fat Boo, but, like, he's the 1 in a billion, okay? It's only Fat Boo, because many times I was never in love with, like, Carnival Metal Cooler as much as other people. Fat Boo, yeah, they're correct on Fat Boo. Like, they're not lying on his greatness, for sure. But this God Goku, man, he's fucking frustrating, dude. I'm sorry. The more I use him, the more I don't like him. This is, like, I saw a couple of quotes where people are like, oh my god, the God Goku downplay is so cringe. Guys, I'm being so fucking generous. It's unbelievable how generous I'm being to this AGL God Goku, man. I mean, it's just maybe a me thing, but I don't like the design of having to revive. You guys, many people have thrown out the idea of, like, a blue Goku that revives into UI Goku, the fight against Jiren, and I have always pushed back on that. I do not ever want a revive transformation. That shit is frustrating. Although, I would say it works pretty well with the Int Future Gohan. And Trunks, but yeah, this Goku, drives me nuts, dude. All right, next is Whis. I believe Whis has not died. So, like, some people are gonna go, oh my god, Whis is too high. But, like, yeah, okay, let's have Whis die one time. I was thinking about putting Whis above Beerus. Can he die one time ever, Whis? Before we go, oh yeah, he's too high. Like, people just don't respect great defense anymore, right? I feel like we're, so back in the day, it was damage, and the APT kids, they were running shit, and everyone was like, oh, crits and damage. And then, they started to hate me because I was pushing defense, because, like, for some of these Super Battle Road fights and then Red Zone, that was the way to go. It's the way the game kind of, like, flipped. And then eventually it feels like most people follow me onto that defense train. Lately, I feel like people it's just kind of like the natural order of things, right? Now people are falling back into the offensive mindset is what it feels like to me. Yeah, let's have Whis die one motherfucking time ever. Before we can start talking about his place on this list whatsoever. Again, this is me holding back because I feel like I probably, if I really wanted to, could put Whis above Beerus, but I don't want to be disrespectful. I'm probably a little too hard on Beerus typically. Beerus is very good, but his, like people will, like, set up, like, Beerus, STR, Whis, and Beerus. Or, no, you know what they probably do? Beerus, LR Beerus, and Whis. And Int Beerus. And they do double active skill, and then they post Beerus' stats from that turn, and they go, wowie zowie! He's crazy! Well, he is. He's very good. But that ain't him every turn. And, I mean, I hate this ability so much. They designed Beerus so stupidly. This is a damn giraffe from the zoo. Designed this right here, okay? Beerus shows up. You get targeted. His ability triggers for 4 turns. When you get to turn 5 to where you could use his fucking active, this isn't up anymore. So you hit turn 5, and if you use this, you don't have his power behind it. So then you gotta wait till turn motherfucking 7. I hate, this is my most hated thing about this guy. If you're not fighting Realm of God's enemies too, I mean, 70% chance of additional super, 70% chance of additional super. I don't know about y'all, but for me, we jump in and Beerus goes super, and then, oops, I forgot all my other supers today. I forgot, I left them at home. And Beerus does 1 attack, and it's like, oh, that's great, that's great. I'm telling you, I don't know, if y'all are experiencing the, real, like, this is like I feel like a down period for hitting 70% chances. If y'all are feeling that too, let me know, right? Think of Daima Super Saiyan 4 Goku's EX. It's a 77% chance to occur. That triggers for me, I think, about 20% of the time. So, Alright. And Beerus is a bit of a victim to that too. And Beerus, he's just not as good if you're not fighting Realm of God's enemies, period. I think people would talk about this, which is definitely strong. Although I've seen Beerus killed with this up, right? But, I mean, it was against Bio Broly, who, that is kind of like the thing for Bio Broly, is like all he does is hit hard. And Beerus does also have the nullification for Bio Broly as well. But Beerus is good. He just has some frustrations with me, and I just feel like Dabura is stronger. Like, okay, how did I word this before? Dabura's upper limits defensively are stronger than Beerus's upper limits defensively, I think. So that would, of course, you guys know, I'm Mr. Defense. Maybe you could say I'm too far on the line for defense. Sure, I think it's fair to say that. But that's how I am with this game, right? I mean, I've done all these challenge runs over years and years and years and years. I mean, no one's done more festival battle runs. No one's done probably more red zone runs, probably. Yeah, like it's like defense wins championships. It's not just true for sports, right? Like, you know, I'm a Knicks fan. I have been forever. And I mean, I wouldn't say I'm very confident against Wemby. I wouldn't say I'm very optimistic. Okay. So, yeah, anyway, defense. That's the way to go. That's the way to go. Okay. Oh, let's slide our angel in here. Now, previously, before I've said, like I could see it with Beerus and Dabura, and that was true at the time, but as time has gone on, I'm like, wow, I really like Dabura a lot more than Beerus. But, I mean, I don't think Beerus is, like, a whole different tier or anything, but I mean, I probably could. I like Dabura much better than Beerus. Now, I'm actually going to go with Metal Cooler at 2 and Dabura at 1 for now. Metal Cooler, to me, I think does have a better kit than Dabura. I do think so. Now, remember, all three of these goats right here, they all have the same motherfucking thing, by the way, which is to really generate extreme power, they do have to get targeted. Beerus has got that. Metal Cooler has this right here. And Dabura has got the same shit as well. Where is it? This right here. All three of them, in order to generate their power, they have to be targeted. It's just how it goes. So the only time Dabura can be killed whatsoever is like turn 1. Like turn 1, if you want damage from him turn 1, you just like throw him in slot 1. That's like the only way I've seen that Dabura can be killed, pretty much. So like if that doesn't happen, he like doesn't die, and then he does ridiculous damage, and then I mean well, okay, Beerus does not have anything that matches this. Metal Cooler does though, with the reinforcements mode, which is it depends. It can be better. If you get 4 turns, I think it's like laughably better than Dabura's active probably. Like it's dude, the 4-turn reinforcement mode is comic, like ridiculously. That's prime Orange Piccolo if you get the 4-turn. I've had bad luck with it. Maybe we will have more luck with this moving forward. Don't forget, I mean, Metal Cooler's got this. This is one of the reasons why I start going, I think Metal Cooler's kit is better than Dabura, by the way. Because you have this, and you have the ability to play many different ways here with Metal Cooler. This is great. This is a great kit. But it does feel like it's just... right now, Metal Cooler doesn't have the help he needs. It's not really all, I think, come together for him quite yet. So I was comfortable ending this with Dabura at 1. I think Dabura right now, like when we use him on Metal Cooler's team, I mean, I use him on Metal Cooler's team. Metal Cooler's on a 220, Dabura's on a 170, and Dabura's outperforming him. Like, I'm sorry. Like, you know, I mean, if we hit the 4-turn reinforcement mode, yeah. But I think... here's the thing for Metal Cooler right now. We're relying on the Golden Friezas, who don't work that well with Metal Cooler. Metal Cooler is one of these Thirst for Conquest Big Bad Bosses characters. We're looking for Turles and more Cooler. Now, the good news is, I think literally tonight, we could see Physical Cooler. Right here, and let me head back. I think literally tonight, we could see potentially Easy A for this guy and Super Easy A for this guy tonight. I think both will Easy A in the celebration. Both might be tonight. Maybe one is this week, one is next week. I mean, we'll see how they spread it out. But I mean, we start adding a couple of these guys, big bad bosses, thirst for conquest characters, and I mean, I do feel like we'll end this celebration probably with Metal Cooler as the #1 TUR. But I think I don't want to be like, one mistake I made with being too hard on Int Broly was like, oh man, like, yeah, I know he's crazy right now, but eventually he's not going to be crazy, right? And I think that's just, it's like that's a problem that some people have with like mini Super Saiyan 4 Goku. They were too focused on, oh my god, he's going to get power crept, right? Like, it's right now, Deborah seems to be stronger than Metal Cooler to me. Like, when we run Deborah's setup, when we run Metal Cooler's team, it just is what it is. But I do think with the correct help, and I do think with, say, Namek, Frieza, GDCLR, or something like that dropping, we are going to get Metal Cooler is going to be above Deborah, because I do think Metal Cooler overall has a better kit. I do think so. One annoyance for me is, you know, Metal Cooler can give us the beloved additional normal. Like, he has done it a couple of times to me. He can do that, which is frustrating. But overall, he's very strong. And by the way, Metal Cooler's restriction is suffocating right now. They fucked him by making it movie bosses and not terrifying conquerors. That fucked him. Unless the Part 2 LR is Android 13. Then I would understand. But, like, that couldn't have been terrifying conquerors for real. I don't know. But I find his condition suffocating, whereas Deborah's, which is just whole Allies Extreme class, you don't feel that. You literally do not feel that restriction. Don't feel that. So, like, it's the point I make. I say this a lot. There's restrictions you feel and restrictions you don't feel. Right now, you don't feel Deborah's restrictions. You fucking feel this. I ran Metal Cooler with 4 of the 5, and he immediately took 900k damage the first turn. So I was like, okay. So, like, we need to make sure we have all 5 right here, and that includes running really, like, not that great units right now. Whereas Deborah is just like, yeah, we could just run all the best villains. Boom. Right? So, Deborah, I'm comfortable with #1 right here. I did kind of close this out, basically just these top 2 tiers. I feel like I could maybe get King Cold up a little bit higher. I mean, we're probably going to do an update to this when either Super EZA Final Form Cooler or Turles EZAs. Even with one of them getting a very strong EZA, and I think we could see Metal Cooler take the top spot, but we'll see. I don't want to force it. It's just like, bro, like we did the runs and stuff, and it's like right now, Deborah seems stronger with the current help that Metal Cooler has, but the help is going to come. Metal Cooler is going to be getting the help. So, all right, guys, we will end just like this. Here, let's, I guess, lower the zoom a bit here. We'll end just like this. Let me know what you guys think. This is how I'm seeing the top 10. If I had to guess what people will cry about, it's just going to be Shen and Whis. It's all they fucking harp on, but, like, yeah, sorry. I mean, how about, like, a character that doesn't die is pretty good. Oh, it's weird. Oh, my God. Can you guys believe that? Yeah, crazy. All right, anyway, I do love y'all. And I will see you guys next time.